I have so much appreciated the time I've been able to spend here at the Miller Center, and the being in the room for the presidency conference really crystallized that for me.
We're not chasing headlines or coming in with an agenda, and we're not starting with answers. We start with questions. Big questions grounded in history and shaped by serious scholarship. That's what gives our work depth, and that's what gives us credibility.
My colleagues and I aren't just documenting history. We're building a body of knowledge that actually speaks to the challenges people are facing right now. If you're working on policy, our material gives you something you don't find many other places. Firsthand, candid accounts from the people who were actually in the room where the policy was being made. It's grounded in objective scholarship, and it's designed to be useful.
Before we had a formal policy program, we had commissions. These commissions were thoughtful, they were bipartisan, and they really focused on solving problems. The very first one was on presidential press conferences, and it was co-chaired by Linwood Holton, one of the center's founders.
And we made recommendations about the presidential press conference that were picked up by Brady. Brady, in his first press conference, contributed the practice he was going to follow to the recommendations of the Miller Center at the University of Virginia. Okay. So we hit the jackpot.
Well, the election reform work is some of the best work I've done. It ended up passing through large bipartisan majorities in both houses of Congress when civil rights lions like John Lewis of Georgia went on the floor and said,
"It is the most important voting rights bill since the passage of the Voting Rights Act in 1965, 36 years ago. Vote for this bill."
That helped.
In recent years, we've built something new, a structure that allows our policy work to be deeper, broader, and more responsive to events that are occurring in real time. But a structure is only as strong as the people who populate it. Our senior fellows include former cabinet officials, ambassadors, and senior scholars. Some have spent their lives in public service, others come from the academy. But every one of them contributes, and every one of them helps move our work forward.
For the past 2 years since the outset of the war, the Miller Center has been paying careful attention. We've had a weekly seminar of our scholars where we've learned from one another across all of the global dimensions of the conflict, not just our experts on Russia and Ukraine, on European security, but also international economics and the broader geopolitics of the conflict.
My own research focuses on the presidency and health policy, and a lot of that comes from my work with the Presidential Recordings Program. These things aren't necessarily siloed here at the Miller Center. I work closely with our policy fellows on current healthcare questions, things that are unfolding right now. And that work is constantly informed by the broader sweep of presidential history.
So this is the infrastructure. It's what makes us ready. So when a new challenge comes along, we're not starting from scratch, we're starting from experience.
In October 2023, we convened a new kind of gathering, the first Miller Center Presidency Conference. We've had conferences before, and we've hosted commissions on specific topics. This had elements of both. It was a big picture look at the presidency itself. We brought together nearly 60 voices, cabinet members, agency heads, public scholars, journalists, legal experts, not just to identify problems, but to explore possible solutions.
I've been in the room where it happens, in the Hamiltonian sense. Real life decisions get made under tremendous pressure, and to be able to take a step back from that and yet have in the room with you people who have experienced the same things in the administrations you've served, in prior administrations, who are career appointees, who are political appointees, along with the wisdom of historians who can give you a longer trajectory to compare against what you have been struggling with as a practitioner, and have people who very much have a mindset of how you solve problems, how you find solutions to go forward. It was tremendously exciting to be in that room. I look forward to the conferences to come on the presidency and to getting to solution sets that get us to a more effective United States presidency and a more effective United States.
It's very easy in academia to stay in your ivory tower and to develop theories and to read a lot. And sometimes those theories can get really out of whack with reality. And so I think that's where the Miller Center really adds value, is bringing together the people who have read and thought deeply about this with people who are living it every day. And so the intersection of those two things can help us bring to bring us to new understanding that doesn't often happen either in academia alone or in policy circles alone.
For 50 years, we've helped leaders govern better. We've filled some very large auditoriums. We've also had very small, focused, deliberate conversations. The goal has been the same, to bring people together as the most trusted, nonpartisan organization in the country. Questions will keep changing, challenges will evolve. Our mission is the same, to explore how the American presidency meets the nation's priorities and to engage scholars and leading citizens to help solve pressing challenges.